Now, Congress and a special counsel are investigating whether anyone in the Trump campaign colluded with the Russians. Well, the Iran nuclear deal, the Paris Climate Accord, the historic U.S. re-engagement with Cuba, those were all key foreign policy initiatives defining the legacy of former President Barack Obama. And they're all coming under fire from President Donald Trump. VOA's Bill Gallow reports.
Donald Trump has never been afraid to criticize his predecessor's foreign policy.
The fact is, we inherited a mess. It's a mess.
But in reality, Trump had not actually reversed major parts of Barack Obama's foreign policy until recently. Now, from turning up the heat on Iran during his meetings with Arab leaders to pulling the U.S. out of the Paris Climate Accord, Trump is aggressively dismantling key parts of Obama's foreign policy legacy.
There's no doubt that within this administration, you're given points if you're seen as undoing what the previous administration did.
Christy Goldfuss, who worked on environmental policy in Obama's White House, sees the 2015 Paris climate deal as one of the former president's key foreign policy achievements. Although it's signed by 195 countries, the climate deal was never ratified by Congress. That makes it more vulnerable to being overturned by Obama's successor. That is also true of Obama's nuclear deal with Iran, which Trump has criticized, though not yet discarded. Another vulnerable target? Obama's policy of re-engagement with Cuba. The White House is nearing the end of a full review of Obama's Cuba policy. No one knows how wide-ranging any changes will be, but there's nothing preventing Trump from enacting a total rollback, says John Kavalik of the U.S.-Cuba Trade and Economic Council, speaking via Skype.
All it takes is ink in his pen. And as we've seen, he likes pens, he likes nice pens, he likes to have a lot of pens.
Cuba.
During the campaign, Trump took a hard line on Cuba, threatening to reverse all of Obama's policies. For now, Trump appears focused on domestic issues, and a White House official tells VOA that no decision is imminent. But for many Obama alumni, the change has only just begun.
I expect that we will see a lot more efforts to undo and really threaten a lot of the progress that we made over the past 8 years. That seems to be a priority, and there's no indication that they are slowing down or even want to stop doing that.
Of course, in reversing Obama's policies, Trump himself is acting unilaterally, meaning those moves too can one day be reversed by his successor. Bill Gallow, VOA News, the White House.